Young flowers on the wall that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with the deck of 51.
Started off strong with a personal favorite and a camera that evidently is on a mind of its own. But hey, ignore the man behind the curtain. What are we looking at? We're looking at Dill Pickle Sour Beer made with sucker-punch pickles, or pickle brine anyway, from Destihl, and this weighs in at 5.2 fluid ounces. Okay. And it looks something just like this. Rather light. It almost looks like pear juice. Oh. Definitely does not smell like pear juice. So I'm sure when you, of course you have to be a beer fan to start with. I thought the whole concept of pickle beer was disgusting. And I have yet to have one that I didn't like. This definitely smells very strong of dill pickle. Cheers. I don't know about the sour part, but this one, okay, a little bit of the sour on the end, kind of like that, yes, kind of like that, almost the residue if you have like one of those Sour Patch anything. See, the reason that I figured no matter what these would get used is to do the whole what is the word? Those freaking Canadians. When you're dumping your tomato juice in with your beer, eh? Which we're gonna be doing. Why? Why not? Got 3 packages in today. Package in yesterday. One of Jeremy's favorite times. Oh, sorry. Period. Mission 102. Now, there's things that this is one of those boxes. I mean, again, everybody's got your own opinion. To me, I always sit back and go, could I use everything in here? And this month is actually a hell yeah. So, you know, there's no alcohol involved yet, and we're on this channel, and I don't know if they know this channel exists, but yeah, hey, I've told you there's lots of them that have been kind of weak, but if I can't use it, or I don't think I'd have a use for it, usually I put in a call to a couple different directions, and off the stuff goes, because I still live by what Justin asked when he sent me that stock. Please don't have it sitting on a shelf. If you can't use it, put it down the road, and I try to always do that. So now, some of the stuff in here I actually thought would be a shoe-in for the Boy Scouts or their leader, but one of the items, there's 2 knives this month, and I immediately thought of Sharky on this one. This is just like a knife right up your alley. It's like those, I can't even think of the name of them now. But it comes in a nice plastic sheath, and you can put it over a pants pocket or a belt. Easy on and off. Comes with a little, it reminds me of exactly what I have it here somewhere. I got one of these made by Samantha, Justin's wife. I don't think I have it on a knife anymore. Well, it might be upstairs, but Sharky, these you told me you've always been kind of partial to these nice big, not really like squeezable, but it just feels like a material, a rubber that when your hands are I don't know, covered in blood, fish guts or whatever, and feels like it's pretty sharp. Stone washed blade. I thought of you when I saw that. The tent spikes are cool as hell. They're slotted so that you can like run the tie down strings through it, around or whatever, and then it's got that like slotted area that you can pull that tight in there. I thought that was pretty cool. There's some coffee in here. They call it base camp pour over coffee. I don't know. Don't you kind of pour water over all coffee? The Gumby lamp. Just a really soft headlamp with this rubber band almost material so that you can find your size and then snug it up. Okay, McLean. Well, how convenient. The power recharging cord that was laid in here came with it. So it's got three levels: high, medium, low. Actually, it said 3, and that was 4 right there. Huh. Of course, now I can't see shit. And you had 4 possible colors you'd get. I obviously got the black one. Got the Black Lives Matter version. Where did I read on here? I thought 3 light modes: high, medium, and low. 1, 2, 3. Kind of looks like 4 to me, but what the fuck do I know? Another really cool item this month. If you say to yourself, I'd never use that, then lucky you. A Rhino kinetic recovery rope. You know, a toe strap. Wait for the video if you really want to see that. And last but not least is the knife of the month. The Attack Ghost. Comes with a whole storyline behind some guy that was an Adam Siegmiller. I'm sorry, I still have this really bright light. Evidently, he just couldn't find the knife that he liked, and so he made his own. It has like a carbon fiber back. I think it's aluminum scale, aluminum and carbon fiber. It has the glass breaker. Is kind of built right into the blade itself. So when it's not deployed, you got your glass breaker right there. A flip out for a seatbelt cutter or gut cutter. And then the blade itself is a Stephen Bush non-assistant, but boy, I'm actually trying not to flip it open. There you go. And then, of course, serrated and non-serrated. And it does actually not feel bad in the hand. I could see this being a good EDC. And then it has the Sandic 12C27. I'll never fully admit I'm a knife guy. I usually always even get wrong what kind of, frame lock, this lock, push button lock, who gives a shit lock, lockety lock. But I can't use this to open the packages because I'm more in the blade that I got from Mr. Mark Mack. Makes a good jammy knife because it's carbon fiber and it's light. So let me read a comment or two and then find out what's in some of these. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Rich being first. Smile Money says, here being second. Zeus says 109 again today. Shoot me. Why? You're only moments away from bursting into flames. Bad says BEERUN. Greetings, Captain. Greetings, my brother. Discourage. Coffin Flop. What's that like when you make a video eulogy for yourself, like a beer fest of pulling your own plug after downing a beer? Big Charlie says, Eric. Big Charlie, I got a bunch of catch up to do, and I heard you went through some health issues. So we got a cowboy gun and a BMG 50. I really like where she's going with this. Charlie, thank you. Glad to hear you're still alive. Hector, goddamn screw tube didn't alert me till just now. Excuse me. I mean, shit tube. Bad says, no alerts here. I have to scroll through my feed to find the captain. Personal favorites when I'm looking for a challenge. And that's probably Hector there. And then he says back to Bad, I usually get notified immediately. It's because he's got a direct line. So I'm living life dangerous. I do not have the phone in a case because I bought glass, tempered glass, and Christine knocked my phone off the ottoman and it fell 14 inches and the glass popped off and broke. And there was only one in that particular kit. And then I ordered this style, which is probably a fucking mistake because this is what was on my other one when the display disintegrated, and that is it's a peel and stick, so it's not really there to save the display, it's just there to keep from scratching. And I had a nail tearing a porch apart the other day. A nail flew out of wherever we were chopping, cutting, prying, and went in between my phone and the case on my side. And then sliced through, and I had to remove it to see if there was any damage to the new phone, which there wasn't. So I just put another peel-in stick on. But my case has it has two choices. It has the one thing I hate, and that's a frame with a plastic. And those plastic ones, the touch never works right. It's not part of the display. It's just kind of hovering junk. I mean, not junk. I mean, I guess it's better than having nothing on there. And then the other one is just a frame, and you snap the frame down onto the phone, and then you snap the whole thing into a plastic case with a rubber boot, and it seals around everything. But for some weird reason, it always pushes the these peel-in sticks down and they start to form air bubbles across the top, which is annoying as fuck. So I thought maybe what I'd do is put it on and try letting it see if there's any such thing as curing before I put the plastic frame on. So I'm living life very dangerous right now. And then of course this kit came with a peel and stick protector for the back and a peel and stick frame to keep the camera lenses from getting scratched up. Oh, for Christ's sakes! Oh, 3 from McLean and 3 from Hector. You both suck. McLean says, I miss Miles. Good for you. You can have him. And then he says, I better see you tonight or else. Okay, roger that. Roger that. And Hector sends me an ear of corn, and it says, hey, Eric, want to butter my corn? Oh, and then he says, share my Miles drawing with the deplorables. Here, he drew a picture of Miles. Okay, let's start this shit show, I guess, with this. This is, to me, spelt right, from Palmetto State Armory. We have the sticker. We have a silver crush washer. And we have a PSA low profile gas block. It doesn't say anywhere on the package, but okay, good. It is a .75. Okay. Here's what I don't understand. First, it's all me, okay? It's all me. I thought about this when I actually was planning on ordering one of these. I should have already have done it. I forgot to. And then I started thinking to myself, oh, wait a second. We kind of need that funky little thing that gets the pressure from here down the barrel back to the bolt carrier. I'm like, fuck. And I always double think myself, is it a rifle length gas tube? Is it a mid-length gas tube? I know that it's not a pistol, but this actually it's sitting right here. This is a mid-length, and the gas tube should roughly measure 9.5 inches. I happen to have 2 mid-length gas tubes, and neither one of them have the pin. So, okay, thank you. Read another. Actually, let's have some adult beverage. You know, this is honestly like just drinking a glass of pickle juice. Bad. Little Ricky, I bet that's his wife's nickname for his Johnson. Could be. Hector? Oh, and Miles? The fuck? You put your trailer at Eric's for free for 3 months. No, he didn't. What? Tell him people can use it when then out of nowhere you change your mind. I run a mobile home park and rent out lots. 3 months lot rental, $450, just saying. Well, you know, it might be a little far for. No, he didn't have anything. He's had his motorcycle here since last year, and yeah, I can't wait for him to get his garage done. I really want my fucking garage back. Considering my garage is like, actually, my garage is only a hair bigger than Samantha's shed. She's got a pretty damn nice shed over at her new house. Bad says, I bet the tomato juice has a vodka in it. Bad says, let's hear a little of our national anthem. You know, I saw the old fucking libtard douchebag at some I don't know if it was a fundraiser or what, but he was up there you know, telling jokes like, I have the best economy of any president. We've done more to get unemployment down in this, and we had the best vaccine rollout ever. Yeah, that was pretty much the funniest of all the shit that I heard him say. Bad, congrats to Sam on the new house. Night Captain, do the brew review while hauling that bike home. Smile Money, when you start buying multiples of the same gun, you have crossed the line from collector to hoarder. Laugh out loud. I love my PC-4 Ruger police carbine, and if I run out of ammo, it would make a great club. Hey, that's funny, because I actually have a 9mm carbine as the pacifier gun. Cheapo gun guy. I think of America as someone who understands the needs of J-Dog is here at work. Smile Money says, Matt knows his responsibility and can meet them 3 sheets to the wind, no problem. But when he does not need to be reasonable, he can barely stand up. And Matt says, facts. Okay, next. I think what I'm going to do is what I call the most dangerous thing that I do here. I am opening a box from NIHAP, which means if all of a sudden the camera is distorted like the CIA broke in, it's probably not the CIA breaking. Ooh, this is such a sweet knife, Mr. Mark Mac. Definitely a personal favorite. I really, really miss my there's the brass version of this and the copper version of this. Those things are awesome. But this has left me no desire to replace it with the other one. I just think it looks so sick. You have the carbon fiber weave in there and the orange highlight. It's badass, and it definitely has a nice pocket clip. Okay, here we go. Corned beef hash. Corned beef hash. Thanks to me, I help him get rid of, well, for him it's probably about 2% of all the packing material he probably has to deal with. I can only imagine. I was saving it, and then I started to say to myself, there's no reason to save this. I guess he was worried I was going to run out of mezcal before I got to use the seasoning salt. Bottled in Mexico. Oh, and it does have the a zesty worm there on the bottom. You see it twitch? I think it's actually still alive. This stuff actually isn't that bad. Is it Glen Scoda? Glen Scrotum? Seasonal release 2020. Campbelltown single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 12 years. Ooh, it's finished in sherry casks. Ooh, and it's cask strength. Ooh, we're gonna have to try some of this. Oh, if this has that sweet sherry flavor. That was something that I really, really liked about the Cardias from Lafroig. This one is a different one that Jeremy and Caitlin gave me, and it's really good. It just doesn't have. It's not the other one's got a blue band, and that's the one with the sherry. Here, let's let that breathe for a moment. Smile money. I may not trust the government, but my trust in people that are financial investment advisors is even less. Wall Street never swindled anyone, Matt. Matt, love to hear your opinion on health care and retirement. What do you think private insurance coverage would cost? Does your IRA or 401 address disability insurance coverage? Damn, I wish Matt would be here to help get these answered. See, I'm not about to become one of these people that reads, this is a sour pickle beer with sucker punch brine in it, and then go, you know, I like everything about it except for the pickle flavor. You know, these people that bitch when the product says exactly what it says. My complaint is, it is closer to drinking pickle brine from a pickle jar than it is to a beer. There's two possibilities, and one is to just try diluting it down with an equivalent beer, which I really don't think I have something that isn't going to be a heavier hitter, because just a good domestic beer would be all I would really need for this. And okay, so two possibilities here. tell you what, I like Oberon. And an American wheat beer. Some people say that it has subtle flavor. I don't know. I personally don't think so. So what I'd like is like a Castle Danger Cream Ale is my go-to experiment beer on this one. I do not think I have any. No. Party Forward. Thursday Co-op. No, that's an IPA. That'll work just fine. Okay, the experiment. First, I'm just gonna finish this. Okay, first, overall, on the E scale, it's exactly what it says it is. Would I get some more of this? Yes. The experiment is going to kind of base, do I use it? Either way, I see it as something that I would want to mix it down just a little bit. The pickle brine is extremely strong in this, like bad, like as your base, because you always like to put a little pickle juice in your Bloody Marys. That is a sweet ass, and my face is pretend wise right there. Okay, so the scenario of just diluting it down a little bit. And then the scenario of having it as a well, I guess if I wouldn't have gotten carried away, I could have just used it as a little additive, but instead having it sort of like a Caesar or ever what you'd want, like when I was getting those the Bud Light Cheladas, something similar to this. Now the question is, will this be accompanying me upstairs for Locked and Loaded tonight? Oh, burnt through another roll. The Jimmy Loves is pretty thick. That's what she said. That's what she said. Tactical knife, one of my favorites. Okay, first is like a version of the Bud Light Chelada. Or as my mother always used to say, I'm gonna make myself a Caesar. See, that's pretty damn good. See, now, if you already have it on hand and you say to yourself, that's just a little too intense just to drink it as a beer, do this. Now, I would not have these on hand unless, of course, it just made the most incredible Bloody Mary, because, after all, pickle juice is a lot easier to get. If you're doing Bloody Marys, you may already want to have the pickles. Love the suspenders. Love to see her running in those suspenders. So, it makes more sense just to actually have, use pickle juice. If you're a fan, like Bad is, of giving it a little squirt. Bad, giving her a little squirt. Mr. Mark Mac 85 says, cheers, Eric and Matt. Another good one from Drecker. Cheers, my brother. Smile Money says, poor Matt, sometimes I feel bad picking on him. Maybe it's just not the alcohol. I hope the aliens that abducted him didn't drop him on his head after returning him from the anal probing session. Let's hope not. I don't know. The chance that it did, though. Poco says, hearing stuff. Then he says, whoever hate fucks Clinton is going down in history as legend of legends. Then he says, Edward, yeah, Edward 6, E6. E6 is a miss. This umbilical cord out of my way. Then Poco says, Matt never invited me to anything, huh? And he wonders why he catches heck from Smile Money. And Hector, he might be getting one more on the fan club. Smile Money says to him, I just try to guide the boy. He is just not improving under Eric's mentoring. I had such high hopes. Cobra says, hello. Cobra? Cobra. McLean, I also got bullied as a kid, Eric. It was always look, here comes big. It was always here comes Big Dick. McLean, hey, it's my favorite view of Matt. The back of his head. McLean, Jim was cum drunk-ish. McLean, YouTube is anti-man love. They always delete my love notes to Matt. Steven, Mike and Matt are going hang up on Miles. Need video. Matt Davis, Matt gets my vote. I don't even know what you're voting for, but okay. Now mixing, now diluting it. See, now this is more like the last pickle beer that I had. Okay, hold that thought. Okay, one last one. And this is from Palmetto State also. This unboxing is brought to you by Mr. Mark Mac. Like I said, we always start with 77 because she just seems to be a real go-getter. Jesus Christ, is there anything in the fucking box? You have got to be fucking shitting me. There's a fucking gas tube in a box the size of 2 human heads. Career day at Old Palmetto. Okay, so someone's already a whole step ahead of me. It is a Spikes Tactical melanated mid-length mil-spec 304 stainless steel. But for me, the item that I need is that right there. Thankfully, this came with one. Looks like Sharky might be shooting something else. You know, other than a load on Matt's forehead. Jesus Christ. I cannot believe this. Hi, my name's Eric Bomey, and I realize that a lot of you struggle with sleeping at night. That's why I created the fucking ball pillow. That's right. When you sleep on the fucking ball pillow, you will Hector, Matt farted at 23:45. A gerbil fell out. I think it was Lemmy Winks. You need help. Hector, Matt, I do believe in extraterrestrials, but I was just saying they'd be really far away. Maybe wormholes could move, would be more plausible. Smile Money sub-comment. He should apply to Space Force or NASA. His grasp of the universe is simply astounding. They don't need to use a chimp for the first adventure to Mars. Matt would be perfect. They could teach him to do stuff if they put it in a phone app. Sub-comment from Hector. He might even learn to use toilet paper after he poops. Salty, naked, or NEKED, naked run. Clyde, Whiskey and Revolution for all. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Multi-gunman. Well, that was disturbing intro. Laugh out loud. Agent Mr. Cat, greeting fellow gun nuts. Hector mentioned Miles is being a douche. What happened? He seemed like a big old teddy bear to me. You can talk to Hector about it. I'm done. does have a sweetness to it. I can't say that it smells like sherry. Kind of an oaky, like a burnt oaky, buttery caramel kind of smell to it. Poured a lot of it. Let's hope it's good. It's got a nice nice dark, almost, yeah, why not? You know that she's a psychotic bitch. You know what? Let me tell you something. All women are fucking nuts. My recommendation is you find the one that's the least nuts, and that's the girl for you. Cheers. Ooh. Okay, so wow. That my descriptor there. The end. Now I don't know if I screwed it up with something with the pickle beer, but it was like a buttery, almost like a buttery caramel coffee finish to it. Like the alcohol's gone, and then it just leaves you with this, like you just got done sucking on a Werther's. Probably something out of Hector's Problems. Remember, hey Hector, remember that time you were sucking on a Werther's? How is old Werther? Is he still doing good? God damn. Okay, for the record, it is not an Isla Scotch. It's not peaty. But boy, it just has this really unique finish to it. Like in this case, unique as in good. "12-year-old unpeated spirit has been matured in first fill bourbon barrels before a final 12-month finish in the Amontillado sherry cask. The result is a warm, nutty dram with a long, lingering vanilla notes and a mildly dry finish. Glen Scotty's signature maritime and nuance are interwoven on the nose and palate, bottled at cask strength, non-chill, filtered without color." Fucking racist Scotch. Sharky, Matt as Demi Moore in the intro was quite damaging to my libido. So damaging the intro, Burns hardly made it to recovery. Oh crap. Hi Matt. All I see now is you on that pole. UOCR 220. Congratulations to Sam and cheers. Thank you, sir. I will let my little Sammy Poo know that a bunch of you guys have. Sharky says, "Congrats, Sam." Yeah. So, over there yesterday, Sam's. Okay, if anybody knows of a product, please send me a link so that I can order it for Sam, because she now has a very valid concern. She's worried that during the days when it's warm, like it has been, She likes to leave the windows open to blow through the house to cool the place down a little. But then there's Marshall. So she's got the window open this much, right at the foot of the stairs going up, and that window looks out onto the driveway. And we were sitting out on her front porch and talking for a while, and then Marshall decided that he did his normal wag his tail and bark at you, because if he's not the center of attention, he wants to be. So she says, if you're going to be bad and annoying, you can go back into the house. So she puts him back into the house. We're talking for a little bit. Look over my shoulder, because I'm sitting on a couch that she has out on the we up here we would call it the 3-season porch. Good for all but winter, unless you put some kind of a heater out there, like a fire pit. And look over my shoulder, and Marshall's in the window looking out. Then my back was really starting to bother me, and I'm like, we really should get going, not to mention I hadn't started dinner yet, and I was making Philly cheesesteaks last night. So I'm going to make one pot pasta tonight, surprising Christine, because they did not have the hot Italian sausage, so I got these chili cheese brats that I'll be using in it. I think it's going to be awesome. So we walk outside, and no, I take it back. This was like in the beginning, when I got there with the bike, and she walked outside to show me where she wanted the bike, and then she's like, you don't have to turn it around. I'm good. And I'm like, nah, I'll do it. So we're all standing and talking, and Marshall's in the window, and he goes like this and pushes his face right through the screen. Thankfully, it just got pulled out of the screen holder, which is kind of like a really big rubber band. And she's like going, oh my God. She goes, this is exactly what I'm worried about upstairs. He's going to see a squirrel or a dog or somebody walking down below, and he's going to go right out the window. And of course the roof line is like that, and then he drops into the front yard. So I got to try to find something for her. Even if it's just something like that. They used to have those, like if you don't have a window screen, you would put this in it, and it would accordion, and it would pull open so that it would go from the corner of your window to the corner of your window, and then you just lower the window on it. Something like that, but maybe something durable. It has to handle a large dog having some kind of a freak out. Otherwise, she's not going to be able to have her windows open, because she is legitimately, after watching him, all he did, he didn't even use a claw. He just stuck his face into it, and I fixed the window for her, but next time he does it, it's just going to do the same thing. Gotta have terrorist-proof window screens. Jarky says, SH, nice, comforting outro, babe. Okay, that was on Coffee Flop. Okay, Mike says, cheers, boys. Telling me Sharky wasn't the last one in the... Wow! Sharky was not the last one to the party. Mike says, cheers, boys. Cheers, Mike. Hang on, I got some major ketchup going on here. That wasn't bad, but my last two pickle beers, I think, will work awesome as a Caesar in this format. This is really good. Those are really nice. Those are really, really nice. Exceptional. Then Scourge, get some 40 ounces and throw down. Don't threaten me with a good time. Wade says, what is 6.9? A good thing ruined by a period. You know, I had to explain that to Greg today. He's like, I don't get it. I'm like, Greg, 6.9. It's a good thing wrecked by a period. Okay, Greg, if you took the point out of there, it would be 69. Oh. Wade says, congratulations to Sam. Thank you, Wade. And Wade had the last comment. Wow. Well, of course, when Hector's in here fucking things up, I would expect there to be a few extra comments, but corned beef hash. Oh, I know by this point who's all here anyway. I should really show it again, but I love the weekend. Back to my beloved weekend carry gun with the Heinie straight 8s, and I was saying that these are their highly recommended conceal carry for snag free. And Ed's gun, which I have in my jammy holster, is sporting the Heinie ledge, so you can see the difference. Snag free. Now, I don't even know if I'm sure you can get these for this. I didn't even realize until I had opened the package that they were actually sending me the Slant Pro, because I told them it was my carry gun, and I had to have a set of the Heinie sights for it. Now, I don't necessarily, I guess I like the fact that I am a huge fan of the Heinie product. Now keep in mind, my goal was only to find out that I was ordering the right sights. The fact that they sent these to me because I am a big fucking deal, and this is now the third set of sights that Heinie Specialties has sent me. I don't have the first one because it was on my Springfield XDM 45, and my buddy Derek bought that. The local friend, he has it. Kind of wish I would have never sold that. It was chambered in 45, but I like having an example of both of their sights. Now, there's only one thing that bothers me at all, and this would not be directed at Heinie Specialties. But my question is, should the gunsmith? Now, I've tried to see, and I have found a whole bunch of pictures of this looking just like this. But now, if I had done this, and I'm wondering if he used any Loctite. I have not tried to take this out of there. I just don't want to make things worse. I guess what I'm getting at is you take this out, leave it on your Allen wrench, and you go over to the grinder and you take a 1/16 plus off of it, just so that when it's reinstalled, it's flush with the top of the sight. These are just McLean, you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. These are the little things in my brain that if you brought me, if I was a pro gunsmith and you brought this to me to swap out the sights, and I would test fit it and put that Allen screw in, and if it's stuck out, I would take the Allen screw back out, bring it over to the grinder, and take some off of it. And yes, it's not a big deal, kids. You first you grind it down to the level that you want it at, and then you don't want to shoot myself in the foot. Then you take and hold it at a little bit of an angle and just quickly rotate it to get any of the burrs off the edge, and then it'll screw back in there. Same concept when I'm cutting threads, cutting threaded rod, cutting down bolts. You just give it a little twirl and recreate that. And I haven't decided if I want to address that or not. Like I said, I have found a whole bunch of pictures, and they all end up looking like that. But I just personally think that I can do better. But they know exactly where the bottom of that screw is going to end. So, by design, if they wanted it to be flush or even down inside the sight, that would have been the right length in the first place. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that again, it comes down to what style you really like. But I love the straight eights. I really find that I shoot well. Big Jeff, you won't hear me say this, but he said he was kind of like me. Originally, he wasn't a fan of the blacked out blade, but when you're outside at the range shooting, this combination really works out well. On the other hand, David got the True Glows, and I really like the idea of the fiber optics and the tritium vials. So he really does have the best of both worlds on his gun. It's just a really beautiful pistol that he has, the Dan Wesson. So there you go. I'll put the link down below if you're interested in checking out what everything that Heinie Specialties has. Yes. Okay, in the club. First in is Hector, me be in the club. Unga bunga. And then Bad says, I got a YouTube notification. That's rare opening and that's a rare happening in these parts. And Hector says, congrats. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Bad says, cheers, and raise a toast to you, Rich. And Hector says, moo. Moi. Din Scourge says, pre-show. Edward, 40 hands. Let's go. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. I also hope Matt doesn't have any venison in his refrigerator. I hope he meant freezer. Bad says, cheers, Smile Money. And then he says, let's see how many comments we can get in the club. And then Bad says, you know what's missing in the club? Where's the naked? You don't want any of that, trust me. Well, unless it's like her. Then Bad says, the problem with a fancy beer is it's too expensive to shotgun. Matt needs to shotgun a beer, then do a shot next time he wants to go outside and smoke. Hector, me be in the club again. And he says, show my miles pick, you turd. I did. And then Bad says, He said, is our national anthem. Smile Money, another comment. This will let him think it's over, but bam, another. And Bad thinks that's funny. And before this keeps on happening, I'm going to hit the button. Oh, God. Bad says, hey, did you know that today was National Presidential Joke Day? Well, the joke is on We the People.
Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Yes, it is. Best economy ever. No, greatest economy ever. Smart Money says, Matt and Eric thought it was coffee. Coffin. Coffee, similar. Next, ask for help sounding it out. No, I said I looked at it and that's what I thought until we hadn't even taken a drink of it yet. Jesus God. Quad. Look at that butt. Agent Mr. Cat, in the club? Do I win a beer? Sure. If you can get here by 5 o'clock, it's all yours. Central, that is. Okay, see? I did one. There. Okay. That's it. I think I'll be bringing that with. We'll have to do this and some of the seasoning at a later date. And I have to go find a place for all of that fire starter. Okay. Probably see you tomorrow. Now I don't know. Yeah. Hope I see you on Locked and Loaded. We're going to talk about anal beads.